All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Deadrop discussion and topic is actually massive speculation. This one is, what could Midnight Society's second game be? So we are only a few months or less than a year or so into development of Deadrop. It's crazy to even think about Midnight Society's second game. By the time Deadrop launches, even into early access, we're probably going to be into 2024, 2025. Then they're going to be working on new content for Deadrop. We're talking way down the road most likely, but that's actually going to figure into my mindset here and what I'm talking about with their second game. I have something smaller scale, but very exciting in mind, and I'm going to show you a couple games that kind of exist like this, and I would like to see Midnight Society, who's very talented and looking to iterate on things, innovate and take things to the next level, try their own hand at this. So here we go, guys. Here's today's Deadrop discussion of the day. Midnight Society's second game. And hey, Doc, Rob, Quinn, Summit, if you guys want me to direct this, I will. Just give me a call, okay? So here we go. So my thoughts for Midnight Society's second game is something that I've been saying for years. Somebody needs to do this. Somebody needs to make a game that is only just this and nothing else. So a lot of people know Gunfight in Call of Duty, right? It's either 1v1 or 2v2. I think they did a 3v3 version of it. It's very small maps. You all spawn with the same gun usually, and you just go head to head. Rounds can take seconds. They can be over literally within seconds, or some of them can go longer. There's a time limit to keep the games really, really quick. I absolutely loved it in Modern Warfare. I believe it's coming to Modern Warfare 2. It's not in yet. But there's a couple other games that are doing this that have this same idea. One of them is called Friends vs. Friends. It's not out yet. Obviously, it's very stylized, much different than something like Call of Duty or what Midnight Society would probably make. But the same idea is here. Friends vs. Friends is a 1v1 game where every single round you get to choose different weapons. It actually has a card-based system. You can use different power-ups to try to psych your opponent out or give yourself certain advantages to change the dynamic of each round. The games are very quick. It can be over. Each game only takes a few minutes. And this is what I say when I'm thinking of Midnight Society's second game. Deadrop is a game that is huge in scale. It's massive. They plan to have it around for a very long time. So what I imagine for their second project or a supplementary project would be something smaller, something like this. But I think that the gaming space, the shooter space, is ripe for a game like this. A lot of people, I think, have kind of more burnt out on battle royales. They take very long, can be very hardcore, and then you've got extraction shooters, which are also can be big investments in time. Something like Gunfight, or what was that game that the Final Mouse released? Was it Aim Gods? I think that was really big for a while because they attached it to some mouse, like a free mouse, and were hyping it up. They did paid streaming, paid influencers to stream the game. That was also really big, and I think that the gaming space and the shooter space is ripe for a game like this. But only this. This has to be the entire game. It can't be a game where this is just one mode within it. They need to make this the entire game. You need to be able to hit the matchmaking button, get in a game in seconds, load in seconds, play your game very quickly in a matter of minutes, get out, and you're on to your next match. It's very addicting. If you lose a game really bad, it's no big deal. You move on to your next one. Attention spans are coming down in the world in general. Everything has to be very, very satisfying, move very quickly. And that's why I think a game like this is perfect, because you can jump in, you can play a few games in 20 minutes, and that's it. Or you can play it for hours. You could implement tournaments into the game. You could build tournaments. Again, this could be a highly competitive game. It's 1v1 or 2v2, for example, but it boils everything down to that basic PvP, almost like Quake duels back in the day, where two people going at it in an arcade back in the 90s. That's what a game like this, or like Gunfight, Friends vs. Friends, that's what it's all about, is that quick 1v1, psych your opponent out, best your opponent or your opponents with just you and a friend. And, everything is game as a service these days, right? That's really important. Having a content pipeline. A game that's small scale like this, that actually helps with the content pipeline, because you need to design very small arenas You can update the game very quickly. You could have, you know, monthly seasons and leaderboards, and to get a new map out there every single month potentially, because you're only designing a smaller map. These maps are usually very straightforward, and that's exactly my thought. Is you could use less developer resources on a game like this, but still make it great. As long as you have that amazing, crisp gunplay, which is something that I expect Midnight Society to absolutely be able to deliver on, then you've got it. You know, when you jump into a game of Modern Warfare 2, just a standard multiplayer, why are you playing it? Probably because of the gunplay, right? So if they can nail the gunplay and just make these very quick games that are easy to get into, easy to get out, with satisfying PvP, I think it could be onto something. And I'm waiting for a game to come out where they actually take a mode like this, like Gunfight or Friends versus Friends, and they just make that the entire game, not just a mode within the game. Focus on just this. Go big or go home. Put out tons of new content for it regularly. In-game tournaments, in-game leaderboards. I'm down. I'm ready for it. I hope it's Midnight Society's second game in, like, you know, 2030, 2031 or whatever. And I just thought it'd be fun to speculate on the future of Midnight Society post Deadrop. It's so crazy for me to even say that. But hey, it's fun to talk about. So that's been today's Deadrop discussion topic. I'm going to keep streaming. I'm playing in a Deadrop tournament tomorrow. Hope to see you all there. I'm going to move on and play either some Deadrop or some Apex right now. And we'll see you in the next video. If you're watching this on the Midnight Mayor YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, because we're putting out all sorts of Deadrop content on this channel. Deadrop and Midnight Society news, updates, everything you could ask for. Come join me on Twitch to discuss the game. Follow me on all my socials. Use G Fuel code Mayor on all your orders of G Fuel. And we'll see you in the next video, but the stream's moving on right now.